The bad news is only bad if you haven't anticipated it. So ask your Professional Solutions Insurance Services agent about insurance that protects and service that matters. Professional Solutions Insurance Services. Good news for businesses of all types and sizes.
Good morning and welcome back to the program. It's 7:42 right now, and as we welcome a good friend of ours, we've known this man for many years, and our friends at Professional Solutions Insurance Services focus on business this morning with a place that people have heard about for years. Maybe haven't been there for a while. We're talking about Sleepy Hollow.
Yeah, it is our 20th season, Lou. It's hard to
Is that
believe.
amazing?
Yeah, it's been quite a challenge. Every year's quite a challenge. This one's been maybe a little bit more than normal.
Quite a ride. Now tell everybody where Sleepy Hollow is located and the easiest way to get there.
All right, we're a quarter mile east of the Iowa State Fairgrounds on Dean Avenue, which is a street that you enter the State Fair campground.
Okay. So. Got it. So it's on that road. You can take a shortcut through Pleasant Hill coming from the east side.
Yep, you can. It's really close to the bypass, so pretty easy to get to.
Now, if you have not been out there for a while, this place is a riot.
Well, I've never been out there, and I apologize.
You haven't really?
No, I did. I've only been in town a couple of years, but I've always heard about it, but have no idea what it is. Can you kind of explain that this morning?
Well, we're a recreational facility, a year-round recreational facility, but we started and are currently in our winter season where we offer skiing, snowboarding, and snow tubing. For all abilities, particularly for beginners, people who want to learn how or bring your children out to get them those first few times on the chairlift and that type of thing at a much more reasonable price than they might expect or encounter when they go to Colorado.
Now those devices,
other destinations.
Do we have some hills on that side of town?
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, we actually.
That's where it is. Yeah.
Actually, we're the second highest point in Polk County, but
Really?
that's not necessarily that tall. But there's a variety of terrain for all different levels. It's just not quite as long or as you might encounter in one of the western.
But still fun though.
Oh yeah, and a great place. Like I said, a great place to learn. We always have from the beginning offered free lessons. And that's always been a real big draw for us, for people to learn.
So I think one of the important phrases you mentioned at the beginning was year-round, and we see what you're talking about here. It's not just a place to go snowboard and ski, but you can do things in the warm season too.
Yeah, we do adventure races in the summertime. We have go-karts, we have mini golf, we have batting cages. We do a lot of corporate events for summer picnics, that type of thing. So. Yeah, we offer laser tag for birthday parties, just a wide variety of things. And we're the home for the Des Moines Renaissance Fair.
That was what I was going to mention, yeah. And that's a pretty big deal.
It is. We have quite a little English village out there that a lot of people haven't had. A lot of people have, and a lot of people haven't had a chance to see before. And we're approaching our 10th year with the Des Moines Renaissance Fair as well.
And that's a 3-weekend deal, isn't it?
It is. It lasts 3 weekends. Each one is differently themed. We're on the same rotation for entertainment with the other larger Renaissance fairs in the Midwest. And if you have never experienced a Renaissance Fair, it's a great way to get a start. And check it out.
Now you mentioned the challenges of this winter, and I imagine that has to do with meteorology.
Yeah, it does, Jason. It's the up and down cycles that are sometimes the most difficult for us. I think one of the things that we constantly struggle to have people understand is that we don't count on any natural snowfall. We're obviously ecstatic when we get the kind of snowfall that we had last week.
Right.
Because it puts people in the mood for that type of stuff. But we start out knowing that we need 30 inches of base,
That deep, huh?
Yeah, because that will fluctuate up and down through the warm periods.
When do you start creating snow like that?
Well, this year it was quite early, and we kind of thought with November being as cold as it was, we got a really early jump on making snow, but then we hit some pretty substantial warm-ups that it's kind of like a bank. You build that bank of snow and then you withdraw from it for a while, and then occasionally you get some deposits. So.
Is there a cutoff point where you're like, okay, we're not going to keep this up anymore when it's gone? It's gone.
Yeah, I think most of that comes out of Iowans' seasonability, I call it. At some point in time, the skis won't be what you want to get out of the garage. It'll be the bike.
Right.
And whether or not we have snow or not, we typically run through the first weekend in March.
Okay.
But 90% of the time, the interest runs out before the snow runs out.
Well, just in
and
case
it's
people
just
are
because
hearing
of the way
about
we
this
are.
for the first time and saying, hey, I want to go check that out, they still have time to do so.
Oh yeah. February is actually one of the best months, to get out and enjoy Iowa outdoors.
It's not bitterly cold, but still can enjoy the winter side
we
of
typically, we typically get reasonable amounts of snowfall in February, and sometimes
That is a riot. Jackie, we need to go out there and have you do this with the tubing. The tubing
All right.
is a scream.
I haven't got
no
tubing in
lessons required.
Yeah, you
for
don't need to do that.
And we could give you a tube, Jackie, if you don't think we have any hills, and you could walk up, or we could give you a ride on the lift. And
Yeah,
after,
tow
about
rope.
after about one trip, you'll probably.
I was gonna say I
choose the
probably
lift.
would choose the tow rope, but I gotta tell you, I'd love to doing this as a kid. I just haven't thought about doing it as an adult in years, but it looks like a blast.
Yeah, it's really a great group activity, a great birthday party activity for people, and it's a good time.
No, you see him sliding down there. Is that the Zip Free?
Yeah. The Zippy course is actually was brought to us by one of our ski instructors who is from Austria. It's really, really popular there, and we have a special trail for the Ziffies. That has been a little challenging this year with the winter because it requires a lot of maintenance. And but overall.
But it's like a vehicle.
Yeah, it is.
It's like a vehicle.
It's steerable
it's
and
steerable,
breakable, basically. And
fun.
and these the photos that you're seeing are all from.
There's
this season
Jason.
last
Yeah, okay.
I'd love to learn how to do that. Every time I try, I end up running my behind for most of the day.
Yeah, it's the learning curve for skiing is a couple days shorter, but it's really all about consistently.
Now, when people want to come out and visit your place, you have day-long passes, weekend passes. What do you guys have?
We have an all-day pass. We have lessons. We have rentals for whatever you would need. The lessons are always free. And then we have an after 4 pass. It's a little bit less cost.
There you go.
So you can come for after 4 in the afternoon.
And it is a lot of fun. You can't help but go out there and have a good time.
That's probably been one of the nice things about, being in this business for 20 years is that, you get to go somewhere where, people are having a good time and enjoying themselves. And so that makes it a little easier to get up on those 2 o'clock in the morning
Early runs, yeah.
snowcatting days. So.
Okay, you guys still have those really good fries?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, okay, double check.
Oh,
Really good
well,
fries.
done and done if there's good French
Yeah.
fries.
And an ice bar occasionally.
Yeah, occasionally, if the weather's right.
Yeah.
Well, good to see you, my friend.
Yeah, it's good
Nice
to
to
see
have
you.
you
People
here,
want
buddy.
more information, want to learn what's going on out there. How can they get in touch with you?
The best way would probably be sleepyhollowsportspark.com. It's a mouthful and a lot of typing, but we'll get you to all the information, and we have a great February in front of us. I think the condition that looks like a fairly consistent finish to the month. I don't know. We'll see. So Jason would be a lot better.
If I can get you out about 10 days. Beyond that, we'll start throwing darts.
That's
Good call.
good call. So.
All right, well, thank you, sir, for being here. Appreciate it, man.
Thank you for having me.
10 minutes before 8 o'clock right now. You're watching Great.